welcome to my class. Today we will discuss the poem The Castle written by Edwin Muir. Edwin Muir was born in 1887 on a farm in Dearness in Scotland. When Muir was 14, his father lost his land and the whole family had to move to Glasgow, an industrial town in England. Muir received shock after he moved to Glasgow. First, the cultural shock of moving from a serene countryside to Glasgow, an industrial town, and then within 2 years he had lost his father, mother, and two brothers. He had to take care of himself from a tender age. He worked in a factory and rose slowly to the level of a dignitary. So, we often find the themes, loss, and betrayal in his works. The summary of the poem. This poem is a monologue. One of the soldiers who witnessed the rise and the downfall of the castle narrates what happened to the castle from his point of view. All through that summer, at ease we lay, and daily from the turret wall we watched the mowers in the hay, and the enemy half a mile away. They seemed no threat to us at all, for what we thought had we to fear, with our arms and provender, load on load, our towering battlements tier on tier, and friendly allies drawing near on every leafy summer road. In the first and second stanza, the soldier describes the mighty castle and the mindset of the inhabitants of the castle. The tone of the poem is very relaxed and stress-free. The soldier says it was summertime. In summer season, everybody is relaxed and so are the soldiers. They lay and watched the mowers in hay. In this photo, you can see the turret wall of a castle. From here, soldiers watch the surroundings. Soldiers don't lay. The word lay is used here to describe the relaxed and fearless mood of the soldiers. Moving off the grass tells us how they maintained the exterior of the castle. The enemy was half a mile away. From the top of the castle, one could see to some distance. Since the castle was built on a high place, the soldiers could see for at least half a mile, and they cannot spot any enemy within half a mile radius. How will an enemy usually attack? They approach with a big battalion of forces, and if they have to attack a mighty castle like this, the enemy will need more soldiers on his side. They seemed no threat to us at all. The soldiers in the castle believed that there was no chance of danger because the castle was expertly built. The physical strength of the castle gives them a supreme feeling of protection. With our arms and provender, load on load, they had best of the weapons to attack the enemy, and they also had more than enough food stored in the castle. Even if the castle gets besieged from outside, they can survive inside the castle for months and months. They had food for themselves and also for the animals like horses. Battlements are the small openings at the top of the wall for shooting through arrows. In this castle, they had battlements tier on tier. That is, on every level of the castle, they had battlements. And their friendly allies were ready to come and help them anytime. Leafy Summer Road again tells us about the well-maintained, beautiful surroundings. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick, so smooth and high, no man could win a foothold there. No clever trick could take us, have us dead or quick. Only a bird could have got in. What could they offer us for bait? Our captain was strong and we were true. There was a little private gate, a little wicked gate. The wizened warder let them through. Nobody can break their gates because their gates were strong and their walls were thick. And the walls are so smooth and high, no one can climb on it. Foothold here means no one can get a grip or leverage which they can use to conquer the castle. This shows how meticulously the castle was built, considering every aspect of an enemy attack. The soldier also says no one can enter the castle and capture them alive or dead. Only a bird can enter the castle because the castle is built on such a high place. There is a rhetorical question from the soldier. What could they offer us for bait? The confidence also comes from the fact that their captain was a brave man and all the soldiers were true and loyal to him. Then there is a pause and a change in the mood of the poem. There was a little gate. There was a little wicked gate. So he repeats the word gate twice. In this photo, you can see a door, and in that door, you can see another door, and that is called as wicket gate. And an old guard is in charge of the wicket gate. This old guard turns disloyal, greedy, and corrupt. One of their own inhabitants had betrayed them. They were prepared for an attack, but what happened was an invasion. Oh, then our maze of tunneled stone grew thin and treacherous as air. The cause was lost without a groan, the famous citadel overthrown, and all its secret galleries bare. How can this shameful tale be told? I will maintain until my death we could do nothing being sold. Our only enemy was gold, and we had no arms to fight it with. Now, the tone of the poem is helplessness. The same walls which provided them confidence is now preventing them from escaping from the castle. They are now trapped inside. The whole castle looks like a maze. You can see a maze in this photo. A maze has confusing paths and it's very difficult to find the way out. The wall grows thin and treacherous like air. They feel lost. They lose their purpose of staying in the castle. The walls are not protecting them. It has lost its purpose. So now we understand that the soldiers' confidence came from the physical strength of the castle. They had always presumed that they are stronger than their enemies. Without any opposition, the enemy takes control of the castle. The soldier witnesses a major political change. Once, the castle was famous for its gallery. Now it looks bare and empty. Bare galleries here refers to the lost glory. Again, a rhetorical question. How can this shameful tale be told? They did not fight. They did not lose a battle. They were betrayed and endangered by their own inhabitant. This is a very shameful act for a soldier. He does not want to disclose about this to anyone till he dies. They were sold. He cannot accept that they lost and could not escape from there. He feels helpless. He says gold is the enemy. He refers to the bribe received by the old guard. The soldier tells this in his own layman words. Gold here refers to the greed and lack of moral strength. And above all, it was the overconfidence and ignorance of the potential danger that existed outside and inside the castle. He says, and we had no arms to fight with it. This is the flaw in their whole scheme of protection. They were not prepared for such a downfall. The castle is a symbol. This whole situation can be compared to an individual human being. If someone in a high authoritative position thinks that he is too high for everyone and he cannot be defeated by anyone, then one flaw in his character, that is, one negative point in his character, can bring his downfall. Now we will discuss the poetic devices and the figures of speech used in this poem. Rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme used in this poem is A, B, A, A, B. For example, in the first stanza, the words lay, hay, away rhyme the same and wall, all rhyme the same. So, the rhyme scheme used in this poem is A, B, A, A, B. Next, alliteration. Arms and start with A. Load on load start with L. Tier on tier with T. Wicked and wizened warder with W. Metaphor. The fall of the castle can be compared to an individual human being who can fall from his high position because of a small flaw in his character. Comparing the attributes of two different things is metaphor. Imagery. Oh, then our maze of tunnel stone grew thin and treacherous as air. The symbolic visual imagination of the soldier is imagery. Personification. Our only enemy was gold. Gold here has the qualities of a human being. Rhetorical question. The soldier asks us two questions. What could they offer us for bait? And how can this shameful tale be told? Soldier does not expect an answer from us. Repetition. The word gate is used twice, and in the entire poem, the words we and us are used several times. I hope you understood the poem very well. For more videos, hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share the video with your classmates. See you in next class.